Crossmolina is on the attack. Centre half back there for Crossmolina. Take it away. Inside centre half forward, Jack Sharkey down to shot. Great save by the goalie from James Mahedy, was it? I think it was.
Mahedy, yeah. Alright.
It's all right. Taken quickly out there to Ron Staunton. And my McHales up on this side. Out the middle. High ball across there. Number 12 has it. Narrow Walsh. Lose the ball. Goes back. Jack Narkin has it. Gives it back to Sean Heffernan. Sean gives it in. Bottled up is Billy Loftus. Billy across to Matthew Gorjetski, wearing number 3 there. Out is Joe Gill. Long ball in, but the ball will go wide. Bit of a breeze with Crossmolina. Oisin O'Malley will take this free out for Ardmoy McHales. High ball out. Under is Joe Gill, breaks down, was picked up there. Still try it back for Crossmolina there. Aaron Coggins. Tim Coggins. Gives it inside. Across there. Billy Loftus a shot. Another great save by 2 great saves by the goalie. Shane Lynn has it in front of the goal. Back. Referee gives it a free out. For what? I don't know. It's a free out. Fresh breeze freshening up. Kick out there by the number 2 is Thomas Maruka. Out the far side of the field. Jack Nocton comes across the tackle. Out to number 9. Caelan Dyer. Back to Dyer. Back to number 8. Sean Morgan inside. Dangerous ball inside number 13. A shot. And just wide and Crossmolina. Well, Crossmolina lucky that ball didn't sneak inside the post because it was that type of a cross shot. Dara Duffy outside. Gives it out to Walsh. Walsh to Gemage Fox. Fox to Joe Gill. Joe Gill. Gemage has gone ahead. Aaron Coggins. Now somebody's shouting for the ball. Gives it out there, the far side of the field to Ronan Connor. Ronan Connor inside to James Mahedy. But Ronan Connor gets a hand back to it. Ball breaks down to Mahedy. Takes it away, but it's only picked up by the Ardmoy player. Comes away, gives it across there to Dyer again. Keelan Dyer. Referee says the free. Still, Ardmoy McHales have it. Crossing just the halfway line on the far side of the field. Aaron Duffy is out there. Aaron Coggins is across there. Gets a challenge in. Number 3 is moved up the field now. Adam Ronan Staunton. Back to Dyer, number 9. Takes it on, goes into a bit of a cul-de-sac. Sean Heffernan gets a challenge in. Back to the number 13. Challenged. Referee says free. And Gemage Barrett across the field. Picked up there by the full-back. Rory Staunton. Rory out to his cornerback, Mark Gahan. Back across the field. Sean Moran out in the middle of the field. Then goes on, comes inside. Jack Narton tries to come inside, lose the ball. Barker is picked and Billy Loftus comes away with it.
That's you.
Ronan Walsh does well to get that ball away back to Joe Gill. Joe Gill has nothing but Ardmoy McHales jerseys in front of him. James Mahady taps the ball back with his heel. Needs help. He has it now in the Billy Loftus. Billy looking for somebody to give it back to Joe Gill. Joe Gill takes a shot. Nice shot from Joe Gill. Bit of a touch, half block, but he got it over the bar. 5 minutes gone. Give or take a couple of seconds. Oisin O'Malley with this kick out. Well taken on the 70 yards line. Cross there to Sean Moran. Sean Moran, first time in. Taken quickly. Out there to the number 11. Gets it inside to 13 again. Runs away from back to Jared Duffy. That was Cathal Hart. Got that away back to James Fox out to Joe Gill. Joe Gill then goes long up the field to Billy Loftus. Breaks it, loses it out. Ronan Connor is after him, the number 8. Sean Morton still touched the ball on the ground and Ronan robbed him. He should have got his free, but the referee didn't spot that. Taken quickly inside to Adam Mills. Mills about 60 metres out. Still Mills has 2 men in front of him. Needs a bit of help. Gives it across to Jack Sharkey. Jack Sharkey gives it out there on the far side of the field to James Mahady. James with the left foot takes a shot. Wide. Second wide for Crossmolina. Bit ambitious, say the least. A nice breeze there this evening and Joe is under it. He's beaten to the ball. He was behind his man, so Ardmoy come again. They have opened up the Crossmolina defence a couple of times. Lost it there. The midfielder there is Keelan Dyer. Back to number 5 there, Tiernan Gahan on the halfway line and then look up looking for some movement. Back to the St. Jack O'Shea. Out the far side of the field is number 7, Conal McDonald. Back to Dyer, coming from deep. Free in.
Good lad. Thomas.
Mercy Rory Staunton there. Free to Ardmoy McHales, just inside the 45.
Watch the post, boys.
Taking low. Shot from number 15. Knocked away by Dara Duffy, but only back to Ardmoy McHales man, but Dara got a hand to it, or Liam Clancy, I think it was Dara, and put it out for a 45.
Short.
45. Number 8, Sean Moore, a high ball in and over the bar. What's gone? Is it 10?
9.5.
9.5. Coming away is James Fox. He's got Liam Clancy with him. Roman up on this side is Ronan Welch. Ronan gives it inside to Jack Sharkey. Jack turns. Liam Clancy goes back, loses it. Goes back, regains it. Inside. Turning, twisting. Pull back. Free in. Adam Mills gets the ball back there too. Jack Sharkey. Breezes. Type of blowing down that way. Swings it in and sends it over the bar. Jack Sharkey. Jack Nocton, I should say. Jack Nocton is the scorer there. 10 minutes gone or so. Taken quickly by Oshin. Out there, the full-back, Ron Staunton. Out to 5 is Tiernan Gahan. Number 2 gets away, Mark Gahan. Ardmoy on the attack. Across the field. Back there to the number 5, Gahan again. Tiernan being challenged. Tries to get around Billy Loftus. Runs into James Mahady. Billy comes in, robs it. Breaks the ball, breaks. Free to Ardmoy and the fullback, Rory Staunton. Somebody must say something, the referee has it brought up. Sean Moran sends a high ball in. Taken there. Run for the goal, loses it, gets it back at the second attempt, but he pulls it wide. And
Next time.
Dara Duffy with the free out. As we get an odd drop here. Score 2 points to 1. 11 minutes or so played. Dara out the far side of the field. Out to Liam Clancy. Well taken by Clancy. Gives it on straight to Joe Gill. Joe gives it inside to Jack Nocton. Jack Nocton needs help. Or does he? No, he doesn't. He sends it over the bar. Jack Nocton, his second point.
Well done, Billy.
Oshin O'Malley with this kick out again. Out this side of the field. It goes close to the sideline. It's gone out over the sideline. Line ball here, just inside the Ardmoy half. Ronan Connor takes it inside to Ronan Welch. Ronan gives it inside to Jack Nocton. Jack Nocton back to Walsh. Walsh across there to Mills. Mills puts a bit too much air on it, but picked up by Billy. Back to Adam Mills. Adam Mills takes a shot and sends it in and wide.
What's the number?
3 points to 1. About 13 minutes or so gone. Oshin O'Malley dries it out this time.
One up.
Clancy is under it. Comes down to Jack Nocton. Jack Nocton looks up then for James Mahady, but it goes straight into his hands, and James has a chance to, with this free, dead straight in front of the goal. Bit of a little breeze blowing down. Pops it in and sends it over the bar. James Mahady. Four points to 1. Played about 14 minutes or so. Oshin O'Malley with this kick out again. Ronan Walsh is there, but the ball goes out over the sideline. No, it doesn't. He keeps it in play. Now it's a free. Is it Vincent in the Munley over the far side down the line. Jack knocked on a high ball across. Adam Mills has it, has the strength to. Referee says he was over carrying, and that is a bullology decision because he was pulled back. Just because you're strong and the fella's pulling you doesn't say you don't give him a free. Off the ground, he says a push in the back. Sean Heffernan comes and wins that ball well.
Go left, hard left.
It's very hard to be neutral when you see a couple of decisions like that going inside. Ball goes over the head of Jack Nocton. The idea was right, but too much weight on it, and comes out this side of the field and straight out over the sideline, and line ball to Crossmolina. Ronan Connor has it. Does the sensible thing. Looking for somebody out the far side, and Liam Clancy makes the run and gives it across. Back to Joe Gill. Joe goes on one of those mazy runs across to Adam. Adam gets the ball that was knocked away from back to Billy Loftus. Billy looks back, gives it outside to Jack. Jack then tries a huge ball in, but it's gone wide. Another ambitious shot that didn't come in, expecting too much out of the breeze. And Oisin O'Malley down here, very busy. Pops it out this side of the field, and that's a terrible ball gone, screwed off his boot. Billy Loftus inside to Jack Nocton. Billy goes inside, gives it back to Matthew Gorjetski, lets it run on. Shot from Jack Nocton and over the bar. "15 minutes gone. 5 points to 1. Crossmolina playing with a stiffish breeze enough. Matthew Gorjetski has it out to Sean Heffernan. Sean gives the ball out to Joe. Joe wins it back to Sean Heffernan. Gets outside his man, goes up and on the wing on the far side of the field. 2 men after him now, needs a bit of help on the inside. He has that there in Ronan Walsh. Ronan Walsh gives it back or loses it, and James Mahedy picks it up, and out this side of the field is Aaron Coggins. Coggins inside to Jack Nocton. Jack didn't know whether he shoot or pass. James Mahedy is on it. Back to Walsh. Back to Nocton. Now he'll shoot. He does, over the bar. "16 minutes gone or so. 6 points to 1. Oisin O'Malley out that side of the field, going the same way. It's out there close to the sideline. Gaughan keeps it in play. Back to that number 14 who has moved out is Jack Alexandra. Goes back. James Mahedy gets a hand to it. He has Joe with them. Needs a man coming through the middle. That man is Jack Nocton. Jack Nocton back to Joe, back to Jack. Ping pong in there. Ball is close to the ground. Adam Mills has it. Adam comes back. Then does the sensible, then kicks it over the bar. About 17 minutes or so gone. Adam Mills for score. 7 points to 1. Oisin O'Malley out. Ball breaks. It's handy to Matthew. Back to Joe Gill. Joe takes a shot. It's wide.
All right.
On this lovely summer's evening with the breeze blowing here from the Ballina town end on a warm evening. Billy Loftus goes up, takes it, gives it in. Referee calls him back and for a free. James Mahoney out the far side of the field to Ronan Walsh. A great man to get loose. Ronan inside to Adam Mills, but he loses it. Back to Shane Lynn. Shane Lynn is there. Gets in a tackle, but they come away with it. And Adam Foodie out the far side of the field. Makes a burst. Can't see the number of this man. He's came from a distance. And they have held on to possession as the number 6 there come Adam Foodie again. Back to 15 who was Nathan Lynch is there. Nathan Lynch is a judge to have fouled his man, and it was James Barrett that was supplying the ball there inside. Back to the number 11, gives it inside. Jack O'Shea was the man, and it comes back to number 12, and did know by the reaction when he kicked the ball, he put his head back and in disgust with himself. Billy Loftus up the field, Joe Gill, but it comes back to Billy, back to Joe. Joe inside to James Mahoney. Out the far side of the field to Fox, James Fox. Referee says he overcarried. 7 points to 1. 20 minutes gone in this first half. Back there, the full forward back taking the ball out is Joseph Alexandra. Playing across the half back line. Standing up looking for a free and gets the free, and number 9 Keelan Dyer. On the far side of the field. Out there, Shane Lynn wins the ball, but it was a free. Free out. Jack Nocton robs man there. But he loses it. Out this side of the field is Gahan and Billy Loftus, but Billy Loftus picks up the loose ball. And what a terrific pass into. What a goal, Adam Mills. First time Billy Loftus made the score of the pass, and out 22 minutes or so gone. Machine O'Malley out the far side of the field, breaks over their heads, comes to Joe Gill. Joe comes onto it, but it's picked up again by Ronan Walsh. Out to Matthew Gorjeski. Matthew gives it to James Mahoney. James gives it back to Matthew. And Manty with a nice soft touch of a fisted pass out there to Coggins, inside to Mills, and Mills gives it on to Matthew Gorjeski. Still gives it back, gives it back, but it's blocked. Shane Lynn has it. Gives it across, but it's robbed and taken up. Shane Lynn gives it back to Billy Loftus, and Billy Loftus wide. And there was a bit of suspicion, maybe picking it off the ground. 5 whites Ardmoy has no wide yet. They had a couple of chances of 45s down there. 1-7 to a point. 24 minutes gone. High ball down. Joe Gill is under it, knocks it down. Was picked up there in the middle. Back is the number 10 there. Jimmy Fox gets it out to Ronan Walsh, and Ronan picks it up. Then looks up and gives it inside. 2 Crossmolina and going for it. One of them is Joe Gill. Joe gets away from his man, gives it inside. The ball didn't make Billy Lafters, and a bit of a hand in, and ball out the far side of the field. My man keeps it in play. Long ball inside. Ronan Connor is there, gets the hand to it. Simple ball out to Coggins. Aaron Coggins there. Still is Joe. Joe inside. Pass not the best. Man was his back to the ball and didn't see where the ball was going, and free out to Ardmoy. Looking for somebody to run to it. Nathan Lynch gets a hand in, but the number 10 is there for Ardmoy. Thomas Verrotis. Down on the far side of the field, run into a bit of traffic, gives it across. Shane Lynn is in there, wins the ball. Adam Mills gets it down, knocks it down with one hand, and then a quick ball inside to Jack Nocton. Jack loses it. Jack was looking to see where he was going to put it before he got the ball. 1-7 to a point. And Ardmoy come away with it in the form of Keelan Dyer. Keelan still on the ball, breaks away from Jack Nocton. Billy Loftus, his next man in to challenge him. Now he's put out over the sideline. Keelan Dyer. What's wrong here? Well, all Ardmoy men were shouting looking for the ball, and he says the Crossmolina fellow was yapping. Number 9 Dyer on it, turns inside in a bit of bother, comes back, gets it at the second attempt. Out there is the number 10 Thomas. Back to 6 is Adam Foodie. Foodie goes across the 45, being challenged by Ronan Connor and Nathan Lynch, and comes back to Sean Moran. Sean loses the ball, picks it up, then makes a burst, runs into 2 or 3 Crossmolina fellas, and back again, blocked down. Shane Lynn has it and then gives it simple out ball to Joe Gill. Joe looks up. Adam Mills out in front. Gives it quickly across to Liam Clancy. Liam's not a man that'll shoot, but he'll give the ball back to someone that will shoot, and that's Joe Gill. Joe studies himself all the time in the world, Joe, and puts it over the bar. About 27 minutes or so gone, 1-8 to a point. Ardmoy just not in the contest so far. Now they have the breeze in the second half, and Coggins is under it, takes it, builds it in quickly inside to Adam Mills, and Adam, well, he knows where goal is, and he's going to go for a point. Referee says, umpire says it was wide, and the umpire couldn't make up his mind because he was on the other side, and 1-8 to a point. Coming up to half time. And the referee says that's enough, 1-8 to a point. Formula had on, man.
Captain PJ.
Huh?
Who's the captain of that team?
John, Jack Sharkey. One man missing. Jack Norton. That man has a stopwatch on the game there.
Did you get your stopwatch for Christmas, is it?
Oh, I did not. I had one for ages. Well done, Coggy. Inside to Adam Mills. Adam turns, twists, looks back to Coggins, out to Matthew Gorjeski. Out there is Jack Nyackton, pots it inside to Billy Loftus. Billy back to Jack. And then Jack will shoot, but it's wide. Crossmolina is 6th wide. 7th wide, sorry. 6 in the first half. Huh? Us? Yeah. Jack Nyackton. Matthew goes up for it, breaks to Liam. Picked up by the number 15 there, Barrett. Referee says it's a free. And now there will be a skirmish because there's heavy drops coming. And people aren't just prepared for this rain. We wouldn't be expecting it here in Ballina this evening. Back there to Sean Moore, and we were calling him Sean Moore, but we were calling him Sean Moore in the first half, but the ball goes wide. Dara Duffy out the far side of the field there to Sean Heffernan, but the ball carries out over the sideline and line ball to Ardmoy. Gives it inside to the centre half forward there. Jack O'Shea comes back out this side here. Playing around, holding on to the ball. Back to number 8, Sean Moore. Back to the centre half. Back, but it breaks down, and Ronan Walsh there picks it up, then gives it to Matthew Gorjeski, and Matthew will deliver out to Ronan Wall. Shane Lynn, I should say. Back to James Mahedy. Mahedy back to Joe. Joe gives it in long inside. Jack Nyackton has it. Turns inside. Then takes a shot. Didn't know what he was thinking about, and he was going for goal, he was going for point, and he got neither. Taken quickly. Jack is in to get the challenge in. So Shane in, but Scohan gets the ball, gets it away, gives it back to the goalie. Keelan Lodge. Jack Nyackton is there. but he's beaten by centre back Adam Foodie. Foodie comes away with it. It takes back the return. Sees Nathan Lynch, and then he cuts out the run, and out on this side is Barrett. Takes it on. He's been followed by James Mahady. 1-8 to a point. 5 minutes into the second half or so. Ball breaks and taken up by Ronan Walsh, Matthew Gorjeski, Billy Loftus, Billy back to Joe, Joe out to James Mahady. James Mahady was taken out after the ball was gone. Back to Adam Mills. Mills gives it back, but gives it inside to Jack Nocton. Jack turns, gives it back in, not a high ball into Ronan Wedge. Ronan needs help. He's got help in the back, all right. Pushed in the back. No free. Line ball. Line ball to Crossmolina. Off the shins.
Right, everyone, man. Sean, organise it.
Joe Gill, who has handled an awful lot of ball this evening. He's got Aaron Coggins running outside him. He's got Matthew Gorjeski, and Matthew isn't the man for shooting, but he's making a nuisance himself up there. High ball inside to Ronan. Back to Jack Nocton. Jack is on the run. He's going to shoot. He wide.
Right.
Sub on for Ardmoy. Number 17 is in. Off is .17. Ball comes off the fingertips down to Nathan Lynch. Nathan picks it up neatly out to Billy Loftus, and Billy turns inside back to Joe Gill.
Hold them up, boys, hold them up!
Adam Mills is shouting for it, back to Ronan Walsh. Back to Aaron Coggins, and he'll make it busy on the backs. Fella went across, elbow up, missed him, lucky enough. Back to Shane Lynn back to James Mahady, back to Joe. Joe, a high ball in, but it's taken by the goalkeeper, Keelan Walsh, and breaks down the full back. Out there is Nathan Lynch, gets a challenge in on Gahan, or Staunton, Rory Staunton. And Ardmoy are pinned in that right full back corner there. The ball out to Gahan. Kieran Gahan trying to break away. Shane Lynn has it and does well to get it back to Billy Loftus in a very tight corner. Give inside to Nathan Lynch. Nathan back to Billy, and he's still out in that corner. Joe Gill is out there, downwind, dirty ball out to Aaron Coggins. Coggins across to Matthew Gorjeski. Matthew will give it off fairly quick. Man that doesn't dilly-dally around on it. Inside to Coggins. Coggins inside. Gives it back. Is that Nathan Lynch going to have a go? He's having a shot. Go! No, wide. Well, it was a close one. Someone got a hand to it, and Joe Gill was in there as well. Score remains 1-8 to a point. No extra score since half time. We played 9 minutes of the second half. Out here to Barrett. James Barrett. Being challenged by Matthew. Picked up by Adam Mills. Adam back to Jack Nocton. Back to James Mahady. James Mahady a shot. James Mahady a goal. .9 minutes gone in the second half, and that's the first score in this second half, a goal, and looks like Crossmolina are going to introduce a couple of subs. Ball breaks down to Joe Gill. Joe is having a stormer. What a decision. He was pulled back and he tried to get the ball away, and he says he threw it. Didn't make much difference anyways, but Shane then goes back, gets a challenge in. High ball across to the midfielder there, challenged in on him. Keelan Dyer. Back to number 2, Gahan Mark. Referee blows the whistle, does he? No. Back to number 10, Sean Heffernan gets a challenge in. Got a free. Shane Lynn was it, or it was Shane Lynn that got the ball away, and Aaron Coggins comes, takes it, gives it back to Jack Nocton. Into Aaron Coggins out to Joe Gill. Joe Gill is on the run. Joe Gill a shot, Joe Gill a goal. Now, that'll be Patrick Mulligan is on. Patrick Mulligan. Who else went on there? Ronan Welch is off, and Ian Clancy.
Aaron, Luke and Patrick Mulligan.
Aaron.
Luke Maloney.
Luke Maloney. Round the net. 18 for Ardmoy. Has the ball there. Now O'Malley. Back to Dyer. Shane Ronan Connor goes across. And a goal. Now who got it? Was it Dyer or?
Yeah.
Keelan Dyer, the goal. About 12 minutes in the second half. 3-8 to 1-1. Sean Heffernan burst away with it, then looks up and gives it out to Luke Maloney. Luke to Jeremy Fox. Jeremy's then not the best ball, but Jack will take that. Gives it inside. Shot. And a good point. Who's 12 there?
Aaron Garrett.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have taken off Shane in there, no. He's taken off in a match, you know. He was flying hard, you know. Out on the far side of the field is Ardmoy, trying to build from the back. Because there's a mountain as number 6 comes up the field, Adam Foodie. Gives it in quickly inside to 9, Keelan Dyer out the far side. Back to number 12, shot, a point. Dar Walsh. Taken quickly out to Sean Heffernan. Joe Gill got a hand to it there, out to Back there, Luke Maloney, I should say. Billy Loftus gets a challenge in. Joe Gill goes back. Judge to a fouled and up on the far side of the field. Ronan Connor is there, Joe Gill. Scrum. Ball across there. And Aaron Coggins does well, comes in, robs his man and sets the ball in motion out this side to Dara Duffy. Dara's coming to warm himself up a bit. Not that there's need this evening. Number 8, a terrible challenge. Could have done damage. Gemage Fox, point. And that's the way to answer that one. Certainly the referee should have a word there with that player. That was a terrible challenge. Number 8, Sean Moore. I think he could have unbooked it, eh? Was it 9? Yes, I'd say he booked him all right, 9. And he deserved to be booked. Jack Nacton, goal. "16 minutes gone. This could be a long evening. 4-10 to 1-2.
Patrick, come on. Patrick.
Joe Gill again on the ball. Back to Nyackton, back to Garrett. Aaron does well, turns inside. Did everything right, just the final execution. Pulled it wide and Dylan Flynn came on there.
Right, Joe.
Sheen Dean, I think, came on too.
Yeah.
Cody, come on!
Yes.
Well done, Adam Mills. It's 13 minutes still to go.
Get out of there!
Barrett has the ball.
Come on, somewhere, come on!
James Barrett out, long ball out. Does well, the number 9 there to take it. Keelan Dyer on his knees, pops it inside. Ronan Walsh is out, gets a hand in to number 17 there. Ronan Gibbons. Ball comes across to the centre half forward, Jack O'Shea. Jack then goes long. Marked on the far side of the field. Taken quickly inside, back to 15 Barrett again. Looking up, turns, gives it out. Ball comes back. Dylan Flynn gets a hand in. Number 9 is still Dyer, but he lets the ball go along, and back there is Ronan Connor. Back to Aaron Coggins, and Aaron Coggins back to Dara Duffy. For Matthew Godjeski, and Matthew has Dara Duffy with him. Dara's going to go out the field, and back there out to Maloney, Lukey Maloney. And then Luke, a lovely pass out there, the far side, but just carried out over the sideline. And Line ball on the far side of the field, and looks like they're introducing a couple of more subs. Centre forward, full forward Joseph Alexandra, but he's lost the ball and gives it out to Oisin Dean, and Oisin across to Aaron Garrett. Aaron was a bit casual, and Keelan Dyer takes it away and then pops it up the field, and Adam Foodie across to number 12 there is Dara Walsh, inside to 19, a shot and a point.
Right. Gillen, go forward. Yeah, you go back. You slip, lads, yeah? Yeah. Gillen, go forward.
That's not Caden Walsh that came in now. No, he's in already. It's different. Out there on the far side of the field, Matthew Gorjeski. Nathan Lynch pops it on. Out to Dylan Flynn. Dylan out to Coggins. Flynn back. Long ball out to Oisin Dean. Two men that knows one another fairly well and know where they'd be. And James Fox takes a shot. Will it come in? Oh, yes, it will. He has done two like that already. James Fox, two beauties. .22 minutes or so gone. 4-12 to 1-3. Ardmoy have it under control this time, and Stephen Devers pushed it out. Aaron Garrett nearly got a hand to it. Out to Joseph Alexandra. Joseph goes one outside to Walsh, Dara Walsh. Matthew Gorjeski got a hand to it, not enough. Back there is Josh Miles. Outside to Barrett, James Barrett. Look, sizing up the options into the full forward Alexandra. Back to just wide. Just wide, pulled it wide. 4-12 to 1-3. About 8 minutes left in the game, and Dara Duffy down here. Out towards Aaron Coggins. Coggins takes it down and gets it himself, and he's pulled back, but Josh Miles goes in and retrieves the ball. Ronan Connor sidesteps a man out to James Fox. Back there to Josh Miles.
Good work, lads. What's the line?
Inside from Joe Gill. Josh Miles being challenged, being pulled back. Then pops it up towards Matthew. Out to Fox. James Fox. Now will he go for his third point? No, the Adam Garrett knocks it down to this man will have a go. Adam Mills. Yes, he will. Adam Mills. .24 minutes gone. Patrick Mulligan back here minding the house. On Dara Welch, and Alexander goes for it, loses. Mills. Line ball. Inside to 24. Who's 24 there?
Kobe.
Huh?
Kobe.
Is that Kobe?
Yeah.
Kobe. McDonald's got his fist to that and over the bar. Barrett guts it and wins it off. Coggins out there. Joe Gill once again in control. Back to James Fox. Turns inside and Josh Miles went to Dylan Flynn, and Flynn moves it quickly onto Luke Maloney. Maloney inside. Gives it back to Flynn. Flynn across to Adam Mills. Adam Mills keeps the scoreboard ticking. And I'd say the referee won't play much extra time. There's 5 minutes or so left of this game. I'd say when the time is up, he'll blow it. 4:15 to 1-3. Well taken by Dyer out the far side. Got inside there. Is it Walsh? Back to number 17. Happened the name on him because that man is shot and a point. 12, is it? Who was that? Ronan. I think this is Ronan. I don't think. I thought it was 12, but I thought it was Welsh on there.
Joe, turn the face. Come on.
It's a point, anyways.
Hey, move it again, Josh. Move it again. Don't let him out. Come on, Jeremy. Let him out. Go on, Adam.
Ball goes out over the line ball. James Barrett.
Use that soap if you want. Go again. Yeah, Josh.
Josh has it. Back to Dylan Flynn, back to Josh Miles. Joe Gill is roaming on the outside. Back to Gill, back to over the bar. Luke Maloney, I think. Two minutes left in the game or so. Centre half forward there is Jack O'Shea. Lose the ball. Retrieved and gets it out, but young Garrett is there, and Garrett inside to Covey. Covey back to Flynn. Flynn.
Put it over.
Adam Mills was told to put it over. He didn't take the advice and he stuck it in the net.
Yes. Yes. Fuck it, get the ball. Head up, make it move. Make it move.
Oisin Dean, I think. Is that right?
Molly.
Any fucking water.
Man looking for water out here, Adam Mills. He's hardly thirsty this evening.
30. There, go, come on. Don't give it to him. Yeah, Molly, you're up here. Adam!
What's up?
Oh, back you go.
Cheers.
Keep it moving. Keep it over.
Put it over, put it over. James Fox had his goal for his third point in this half, but just didn't make it. He was denied by Keelan Walsh. As we enter injury time, and I wouldn't say there'd be too much of injury time.
Yeah. Who's tracking here? Hold it, switch it!
Matthew Gorjeski gets his free and pops it out straight away.
You're playing as a corner forward. Come on.
A new position for Patrick Mulligan up corner forward. He's not used to that. Hits the post, wide.
You're corner forward.
This North Mayo under 18 is coming to a close with 5:17 to 1-4, and under 18B.
Dylan, come here to Jack. Come to Jack.
Crossmolina are too clinical and too strong all over. Referee says that's it. 5:17 to 1-4.
I'd just like to say thanks to Van for the pitch and the rest, and James, John and Tyler for the coach staying with us through the year, and thanks for Ardmoy for the game. So just a clap for Ardmoy. Yeah, I was.